2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Today's game continues this Los Angeles. Sacramento with the ball. 6-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
DeAndre Jordan's always had a knack for the incredible. It usually manifests itself in his dunks or blocks. Last year, he committed himself more on the defensive end, and it really made a difference.
The general is checked in for Darren Collins. Now what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through the general. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thank you, Doris. And he gets it to go. Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio.
What an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. Making all the right decisions offensively.
Kings on D. They trail by 6. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
It's up a 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from the general. 5 points in the game.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Paul's shot is off.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Barnes. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
The general passes to Leonard. Here's the general. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Jared Dudley's checked in for Barnes. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Sacramento also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cousins. Thompson comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Terry in for Stauskas. Thompson with the block.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Paul goes in. Davis. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. The Kings trail by 5. Gay in the corner. Thompson against Davis. The general passes to Terry. Sacramento moving it around. Shot clock at 6. No good from Gay. Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. But they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed them. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Glenn Davis suffered that broken bone to his foot towards the end of the 2013 season, and that motivated him to slim down. He got down to the lightest weight he's been since 8th grade, and still one of the strongest players in the league.
One of the things that's amazing with Big Baby Davis is how quick on his feet he is for his size. I mean, this guy's 200 260, 65 pounds. He's great at covering pick and rolls. He slides in, takes charges, and with his strength, you're not going to back him down on the block. Forget about that.
And you take a look at Big Baby, no question a good defender, Steve. Offensively, he can struggle, though, to finish over length.
Well, he's skilled. He's a good passer, and he can shoot from mid-range, but he's a below-the-rim type player, so he has to figure out how to use his body to get to the rim.
And it's Paul penetrating, and that is good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Gabe passes to the general. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. The general's got 10 points in the game. And here we go with Chris Paul. He's got 12. Misses off the right iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Clippers ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Good look for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Barnes comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Paul in for J.J. Redick. Then for the Kings, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Mozgov. Terry comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's the general in for Darren Collison. On the court for Sacramento. Up front, it's Thompson and Cousins. A. McCollum out there with the general. And it's Terry in a quickly spot. The shot's good from Paul.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
The Kings trail by 12. The general passes to Cousins. Here's the general. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Generals got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. It's tipped. Jordan. Soft touch off the box. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles. For a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in LA.
Davis is checked in for the Clippers. And a change for Sacramento. Rudy Gay is checked in for McCallum.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in LA, folks, only 6 times they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in LA land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Pass to Barnes. Second shot opportunity. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Clippers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick in Boston. He'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
Yeah, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in LA. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Took him no time at all on that one. 16 points for Jamal Crawford.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Kings moving the ball around. They grab their own miss. Here's Cousins. And finally they hit one. Cousins has got 6 points.
He's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Crawford dishes to Jordan. There's the feed to Davis. To the paint. Here's Paul. It's in there. Davis with the assist. 16 points for Chris Paul.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop. Easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
What appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Davis. Sacramento grabs the miss. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Good on the shot.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance.
Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gay passes to the general. Kicks it to Terry. The shot is off.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And we finish.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Paul. And Chris,
hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far. Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Jordan. Dudley comes in for Matt Barnes. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Kings. McCallum comes in for Stauskas. CP3 at point with Redick there at the back. Spencer Hawes out there with Glenn Davis. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the three. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. And you take a look at Hawes. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
You know, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range for a player at any position. Forget about just among the big men.
And that's what makes him so hard to guard, Steve, his ability to play the inside game or the outside game. I like him being kind of like reversible clothing. We're just not used to seeing players who can do that.
7'1" Spencer Hawes, a finesse big man. Great skill level. 4th among centers last season in assists. 1st among centers in three-pointers made.
Jason Thompson is checked in for the Kings. And Hawes, not just an offensive player, he can rebound.
Yeah, but he's not really a banger, not really a physical big guy, but he brings some nice assets to the table. He can shoot it, doesn't look for contact, but you don't expect it.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted them to focus on defense. Jordan said Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Thanks, Doris.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the general. He has 17 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Generals got 20 points. Clippers leading by 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the General. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you know, Chris Paul has such an intelligence for the game. High IQ, and he's extremely competitive. He looks for every advantage he can get, whether it's 2-for-1s or looking to sell a call to the officials. He always appears to be driven to find that edge.
Jason Terry is checked in for Ray McCallum. Gay passes to the General. There's Mozgov. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Look at this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz. Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Hawes. And it's now 26 points for Chris Paul. The Kings trailed by 14. Gay outside. Here's the General. Again, the miss by the King. And Mozgov, offensively.
defensively.
And get you some nice second chance numbers.
Yeah, I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can experiment with a three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
And here is Los Angeles now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Over in the corner, Dudley. Ball kicks to Reddick. On the clock, 11 feet away, Green for 2 points. Reddick's got 7.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Gay in the corner, passes it to the general. That misses off the back.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. They have worked their tails off on the flat, and they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Dishes it to Gay, pass it to the general. Shoots a 3, and he gets it to go. The Generals got 25 points in the game. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. To the left wing. Reddick inside the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Today it comes from the men in the middle. Kevin, let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense, diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longwood.
Oh, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
Number 1 pick by Minnesota Timberwolves. All fueled up and ready to go. Clippers leading by 15. Crawford dishes to Ball. Jordan up top. Crawford outside to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Into Jordan. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Such a careless pass. Ahead of the game here.
The general is checked in for the Kings. Here's Stauskas. Here's the general. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Scoring the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
He doesn't get the second one. LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To this to Crawford. A steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Crawford with the steal. He feeds it to Paul. Crawford passes to Jordan. Paul kicks to Griffin. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
Paul dishes to Jordan. To Paul. Over to the left wing. Barnes kicks to Paul. 6 to shoot. And Griffin slams it in.
He's been key for this team's offense the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Cousins, the pass to the general. Here's Landry. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Griffin. Jordan dishes to Barnes. Griffin kicks to Crawford. Feeds it to Barnes. A 3 ball. Shot no Sacramento will go the other way with it.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Here's the general. The Clippers grab the miss. Griffin's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Crawford takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Stauskas has got 9 points now in just the second half. Los Angeles leading by 16. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
During that break, Mike Malone had some words for his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He also wanted them to know they should be working together to get their outside shooters open. He said, "You know what plays we have to run to get guys free. Now let's run them." A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thank you, Doris. Ball goes in. Here's Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 14 points for Jordan.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass, leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Crawford kicks to Paul. Takes the 13-footer. Jordan. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The basket to the general. Offensive rebound. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, you know, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Crawford kicks to Paul. And stolen by Cousins.
Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. An impressive win for the Clippers.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It
too.
sure is. It sure is.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
They will walk out of here riding high to a big win over a conference foe that they split their previous 2 meetings with.
Steve, one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they can build off this win and beat them a 3rd time.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Chris Paul. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Farmar. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
And that one's good. So the Clippers winning this.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin
Hey, good game out there, Rook.
Oh, wow, Coach Rivers. Hey, man, I really appreciate that.
You know, you really might have a future in this league. Keep up the hard work, young fella.
I will, no doubt.
What are you smiling about?
Life's good. I'm hitting my stride right now. I'm just happy to be balling.
That's why I called you in here. You have been balling. If you keep producing like this, I see no reason why you won't be in the starting lineup before long. We always try to be careful with the new guys, make sure they fit our system the way we want them to. But it seems like just a matter of time for you. How does that sound?
Coach, I'll do whatever you ask me. If it's providing a spark off the bench, great. If it's starting, even better.
Good answer. Now get out of here. All right, it's no secret we got killed on the glass last game. Today is all about rebounding. I want to see everyone boxing out, flying to the basketball. Let's go. Good work today, men. I challenged you before we started, and you took the challenge head on. We got better today, and that's all that matters. Now get treatment if you need it, and get ready for the next game. I'll see you then.